We definitely need some kind of regulation.
Right.
Right, it definitely needs to happen. Don't we have to be careful that once we start to regulate too heavy, that we're right back to where we are with the dollar?
So yes, it is a valid question that having too much regulation could make it manipulated. But fundamentally, fiat money and cryptocurrencies are opposite of each other, right? I mean, fiat can just be, and we do this, we're just printing into Neverland. Eventually, a lot of these cryptocurrencies will have more of a finite amount, like Bitcoin only will have 21 million ever created. Creating that environment where we can't just print out of thin air is a benefit to the everyday person.
Right.
That environment. Now, regulation is a big term. One of the benefits of regulation would be stopping a lot of these joke cryptocurrencies.
Right, like the Deutsche.
That would be a benefit.
Okay.
Right? Because there's other ones besides that one that haven't got the fanfare,
right,
and people created them and stole money, and put people in danger.
Yeah.
And so that area, limiting that is a positive. In my opinion, there's enough. And this is probably not, with people that are building this, is probably not a popular opinion, but there's enough out there now.
Yeah.
We don't need more. So I believe we should focus on the ones we have,
right,
and try to make them more acceptable and safer.
Right. I think that's a great use of regulation. Now, as far as my digital money, what kind of access can people have in order for them to implement some of the things that we have here in this country?
Well, a lot of things. First, we've talked a lot about the IRA applications, which is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
If you got an old 401k or an IRA, and you have that pile, that riskier pile, it's a great avenue. And people always get confused about IRAs or 401ks because they think they're stuck in that investment forever. They're not stuck in that investment. If you rolled over 20,000 into Bitcoin and it went to 400,000, and you sold all or a portion, you could invest into a lot of other things. You could go into gold,
right,
which a lot of our clients have been doing. We had a lot of clients that had Bitcoin, sold it, and they bought gold. So basically, they've taken the risky one and getting it into the safe one, which is smart, right? Take some of that profit off the table. So we have that ability with MGM to protect that money tax-free. So the system we built and we're building and will continue to build with Guy running it and our team is a system that is for the everyday person that anybody can use. You don't have to be a day trader to understand how to buy it here, how to sell it here. Number two, it's safe. So all the regulations, all the IRS paperwork, everything that you need to make this a legitimate, safe investment is already in place. And anyone that's not super tech savvy and just wants to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum and hold it and just keep it for a long time, and maybe in 5 years they forget their password or this and that, we help you there. And we're live. There's live people. You call our phone, you can talk to a live person. You're not stuck. The one thing that's changed a lot in this country is that, unless you got a minimum of $250,000, there is no firms out there that in any kind of investment that will take your phone call.
Wow. So I can come in with 1,000, and you guys can have a plan for me.
Absolutely. Any dollar amount, 1,000 is our minimum, but any dollar amount above 1,000, we can help you, whether you have an IRA or you just want to buy with cash. Yeah, the customer service for the regular person is gone. All the big companies, the big stock companies, you call, and I won't mention their names, you're going to be on hold for an hour.
Yeah.
You may not talk to anybody, and they're just going to refer you back to an automated system. So we have a system where people can call and get their questions answered. They know it's a safe place.
Beautiful.
And all the money is staying here in the U.S.
Yeah.
We're a U.S.-based company.
Yeah.
The employees here are in the U.S. So, I'm a firm believer in keeping the money here.
Okay, so how do I, because I'm going to do this right now. I know this is not a sales situation, not for me. We didn't sit sit down and try to do any of this, but I'm going to activate an account with you guys. I
Right.
want to do that. So then, what's a number to call? What's a website to go to? What do I need to go through in order for me to make this a reality?
MyDigitalMoney.com
Yeah.
is the website. And you can, if you're great and you want to just set up an account online, you could just go in and do that. Or you can call us at 833-MDM
2008.
2008.
Starting it.
Or you can call us at 833-MDM 2008. And we're open, Monday through Friday. Give us a call, and if you have questions on how to set up an account. And exciting things to be released. The thing that I'm really excited about is our Play Money or Free Money account, which will be live hopefully in the next 30 days.
Elaborate on that, because this is open to anybody. You don't have to actually have money, but if you wanted to have a virtual experience of what kind of money you could be making, this is a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah,
I encourage you.
so you basically, in 30 days, you'll be able to go in, create an account, simulate, we're going to put some money in there, play money for you,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to simulate trading
Yeah.
like you had money in there. So you can, get past all the fear that this is too difficult or too confusing, and you can trade this Play Money account, really get comfortable, and then once you're ready to open an account with some cash, you'll have the availability to do that too. So.
I love that. That's a great idea.
Yeah, so it's for everybody. And, my thought was to create a system that even if you're not great on the computer and you don't want to buy something on your phone, we can help you do that, and we're available because we've, with Noble Gold Investments, we get called for years, people that want to invest and they don't know how to they don't want to create an app, right?
Exactly.
They don't want to do that.
Yes.
So they don't have to do that here.
Yeah.
And they can get access to, arguably the biggest shift in money in probably since the tech boom, crypto has been the biggest shift. So it gives access to regular people the availability to get into this incredible, opportunity.
Now, he's been our guest, he's been our superstar. I just want to give you guys an overall little caption on this situation. We started off this interview learning about the man, the individual. He had a dream. He comes from generations of entrepreneurs, so it's kind of set into his DNA, but he's still his own individual. Started off washing cars, and then he got into some other businesses, started hanging out with some people who were high rollers and got to see the mindset of individuals like that, and it made him realize that, his decision on investing in himself, and there was a fork in the road. You could either go the traditional way and get an MBA or whatever the case is, or you can go through I don't know, the school of hard knocks, so to speak, and you can get to learn, by rolling up your sleeves and actually talking to people who are owning places and stuff like that, and then having the power of a mentor or somebody who is a trusted, confident, and oftentimes that person could be smarter than you. That would be really, really great. And then somebody outside of your industry as well is a good person to have as a satellite kind of thought person to kind of go to your own personal Yoda. I don't think Yoda was actually, messing around with Princess Leia, but he was on the outside of it, and you could tell him what to do from that position. And then we covered a variety of platforms going from the macro all the way down into the micro, and a lot of investment has to do with what you feel comfortable with. So I encourage all of you guys to have a vision, right? Invest in yourself, right? Have a good stability of the non-risk or the low risk. Is that what you would call it?
Yeah, I think the majority of any investment should be, lower risk.
Lower risk.
There's always a level of risk, but, stable investments.
And then also flip your mindset. We're kind of conditioned that getting a home is the way to go, and we're going to have to trudge through life and constantly pay that bank, and then eventually your value is in that one particular thing. That's old school thinking, philosophy. Maybe it worked in the 40s and 50s, and maybe some of you can still have success with it now. But in some of us in these larger cities, your worth isn't measured by if you can afford a home or not. Your worth is going to be about what you pour into yourself and you being able to access things such as cryptocurrency or alternative forms of investment. So there's that. If you have any questions that you would like to forward Colin or for the show, please comment below. But I'm going to encourage you guys to follow my footsteps in this one. I'm definitely going to I'm going to go to the website, I'm going to put some money in, and I'm going to take a look at this IRA thing, because I got $13.33 in my 401k, and I'm going to roll that over and see if some of that stuff can work in this other form with you guys. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Steve.
Yes,
Appreciate
indeed.
it.
Take care. Bye-bye.